I wanted to like the bonus missions in Halo. Campaign evolved. But after the first 10 minutes, I already knew this was going to be a struggle. At first, I thought maybe the game was about to open up. Maybe these missions would add something new, give us a different side of the campaign, or at least justify revisiting this version of Halo. But that never happened. Instead, I had to force myself to keep playing. The missions quickly became irritating, repetitive, and honestly kind of heartless.
What?
You move into an area, clear enemies, move forward, and do it again. There is very little surprise, very little personality, and almost nothing that feels memorable. It feels like content designed to fill space rather than content made because somebody had a great idea. That is what bothered me the most. Halo is supposed to feel legendary. Even when the original games reused environments or repeated certain encounters, there was still atmosphere, mystery, and a sense that you were part of something important. These bonus missions do not have that. They feel empty. The combat itself is still functional because the foundation is Halo. The weapons work, the enemies are familiar, and there are moments where the action briefly comes together. But good gunplay cannot carry repetitive mission design forever. After a while, I stopped feeling excited and started feeling like I was checking boxes until the mission finally ended. And the frustrating part is that I actually liked Halo Infinite a lot. That game had a strong foundation, the movement felt great, the gunplay was excellent, and the competitive side had real potential. I would have much rather seen Microsoft continue supporting Halo Infinite with more maps, more modes, stronger campaign content, and better competitive polish. Instead, this feels like Microsoft looking backward because the Halo name is still valuable. To me, Halo. Campaign Evolved does not feel like a passionate attempt to move the franchise forward. It feels like a desperate attempt to cash in on a legendary series. The only reason I could ever see myself playing this again is VR. In VR, the scale helps. The environments feel larger, the weapons feel more physical, and the whole world becomes more immersive. But that is VR improving the experience. It is not the bonus missions suddenly becoming good. Without VR, I am done with this. My final score is a 5 out of 10. There is still enough Halo here to keep it from being terrible, but these bonus missions are repetitive, irritating, and forgettable. And Microsoft's decision to cash in on the franchise this way, that gets a 0 out of 10. What makes this even more disappointing is that Halo, Campaign Evolved had every opportunity to prove me wrong. A remake can absolutely work. There is nothing wrong with returning to an older game when the developers have a real reason to do it. You can modernize the mechanics, rethink the level design, expand the story, or show familiar events from a completely different perspective. But these bonus missions do not feel like a bold reinterpretation. They feel like leftovers. The environments may look cleaner, the lighting may be more dramatic, and the presentation may be more modern. But underneath all of that, I kept waiting for the game to give me something I had not already seen. A new enemy type, a memorable set piece, a mission with a completely different rhythm. Anything that made these missions feel necessary. Instead, the game constantly reminded me that better graphics cannot replace creativity. And nostalgia can only carry an experience for so long. Seeing familiar weapons and hearing familiar sounds might work for the first few minutes. But once that initial excitement disappears, the mission design has to stand on its own. For me, it simply did not. I also think Halo deserves more confidence than this. This franchise should not have to survive by constantly reminding us of what it used to be. Microsoft should be building the next great Halo experience, not repeatedly returning to the safest possible version of the past. That is why Halo Infinite still frustrates me. The game already had excellent gunplay and movement. It needed commitment, support, and a clear, long-term vision. Instead of abandoning that potential, they could have expanded the campaign, strengthened multiplayer, and turned Infinite into the platform they originally promised. Campaign Evolved feels like the easier decision. And maybe that is why it feels so empty. There is no risk here, no real ambition. Just a recognizable name, modern graphics, and the expectation that Halo fans will show up because Master Chief is on the screen. VR makes it more enjoyable, but VR cannot give these missions a soul. So after finishing the bonus content, my opinion did not improve. It actually got worse. This remake may look like Halo, sound like Halo, and play enough like Halo to pass the test. But it never made me feel like I was experiencing the future of Halo. There is another issue here that goes beyond the bonus missions themselves. Halo. Campaign Evolved does not seem to understand who it is for. Older fans already know these locations, weapons, enemies, and story beats. Newer players are being introduced to Halo through material built around nostalgia they do not personally have. That leaves the remake trapped between two audiences without fully satisfying either one. For longtime fans, recognition is doing most of the emotional work. The game expects you to feel something because you remember the original. But remembering a better experience is not the same thing as creating a good new one. And for new players, I am not convinced this is the strongest introduction to Halo. The franchise became legendary because of its atmosphere, mystery, music, sandbox combat, and the way each encounter allowed you to improvise. A modern remake should emphasize those strengths. It should make the battlefield feel alive. Marines should feel like actual teammates rather than background noise. Enemy behavior should create unpredictable moments. Vehicles should produce chaos. Every combat arena should give you multiple ways to approach it. Instead, too many encounters feel arranged rather than alive. You can almost see the design checklist behind them. Enemies placed here, ammunition placed there, a larger target at the end, then another corridor or open area. That predictability kills the tension. There is also a difference between respecting the original and being afraid to change it. A faithful remake does not have to copy every weakness. It can preserve the tone while fixing pacing, expanding small ideas, and cutting material that no longer works. But Campaign Evolved seems afraid to make meaningful changes, while also adding content that does not feel worthy of the original.
They look more like
that is the worst middle ground. It is too cautious to become something exciting, but too manufactured to feel authentic. And I know some players will love it simply because it gives them more Halo. That is completely fair. Sometimes familiar combat, familiar music, and a polished version of an old world are enough. But for me, a legendary franchise deserves a higher standard than more content. Halo should feel important. It should feel mysterious, dangerous, and larger than the player. These bonus missions never gave me that feeling. They gave me something technically functional, visually polished, and emotionally empty.
Well, I'll be damned.
What's a prophet doing here?
Beats me. Hey, Waddles, didn't think your kind got out that much.
Hold your fire, my children. Have you enjoyed your stay so far, Demon? Had you and your companion given word of your arrival, I would have arranged a tour.
I think we've seen enough already.
Are you not impressed with our work here? I would have thought you, of all creatures, would appreciate such steadfast dedication to improvement.
Is that what you call it?
I call it many things, demon. Here you can observe the true beauty of the Covenant. Our collective strength a reflection of each member's devotion. The tenacity of the Ungoi. The cleverness of the Kigyar. The Sangheili. Long our partners since the Writ of Union, the burning edge of the Covenant's blade. And the Jiralhane. What they lack in mind, they make up for in muscle. But under our guidance, my guidance, their rage can be controlled, reshaped. Are you no different, demon?
Okay, Mr. Monologue. Sorry to interrupt, but we're on the clock. There's a lot of angry aliens in our way. What's the plan?
Shoot our way out.
Nice and subtle. The way I like it. Bigger, meaner, uglier, but not bulletproof. Cover and fire!
Unseal the chambers, now!
We've got cover.
That seems to be the last of them, Chief.
For now.
This
Trouble.
Keep our
Bit that man! Damn it, Chief. These bastards seem more unhinged than usual. Plenty to go around. Take it back! Take it! All right. We got alien bastards in our house. Clean your visor. Reposition it. Where'd it go? All right. All right. Take it. You like that? All right. Never hurts to be sure.
It possesses me.